All right. Take my glasses off here. All right. We're gonna do some fishing, y'all. We're out here on the old lake, the Roanoke Rapids Lake, and just pulled up on a good little shoreline. We're just gonna see how many fish we can catch. We're gonna see what we can do for the next hour or two, probably. And I'm gonna try to catch them on the chatterbait. Might throw the minnow a little bit too. I want to make sure I got everything going here. Yep. So we got some people going, but we're gonna see if we catch some fish. I'm gonna start off with the black and blue chatterbait, and like I said, we pulled up on a shoreline here. It's a rocky shoreline, and it's a pretty deep shoreline too. So we're gonna work along and see if we can catch some. I've always wanted to do a live, and most time I'm not places where I have good service, and hopefully the service is good enough here. It looks like it's clear, but it's warming up out here, and I've actually caught some fish today already. I was filming with my GoPro, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do a live. So we're live. We're gonna see if we can catch some fish. The lake is high. It's very, very muddy, and water temps are 46 degrees. So 46-degree water temps. And I originally started off at a pocket. I caught a 3-pounder, caught another on a chatterbait, caught another 2+ pounder on a chatterbait. But I just wanted to go live, so wanted to do something a little bit different. If we see some big ones out off the bank, we'll throw the minnow at them, but I'd really like to catch them straight up, you know, throwing a chatterbait or something like that, throwing up here on these rocky points and see if we can get bit. The shoreline has a lot of rock on it. Next time I do a live, I'll make sure I have like my power pack and my microphone and all that stuff, because I wasn't really planning on doing it today, but we doing it. So hopefully we catch some fish. Not really seeing a lot right here. Just scanning around. Probably once we get up to that point, we'll probably see a lot more fish and probably have a better chance of catching one. I think the fish are really going to be on these points, but I think this rock is going to be a big deal. It's wood and stuff floating out here everywhere where the lake is so high. It's floating trees and logs and all kinds of stuff out here. big boulder point right here. I think y'all can see it probably right here on my left. Really big boulders come out. Honestly, not seeing much on the scope around it though. Sometimes it's good. One good thing about today is it's not windy. It's not windy at all, which is amazing because it's been windy almost every doggone day that I've fished forever. The shoreline might not have them. I'm not seeing much on the forward-facing sonar at all. The area that I was at, I was seeing right many in that pocket. There should be some fish on this part of this shoreline right here. It's really rocky. Comes down, it's a sharp drop off. Drops off, we're in 21 foot right here and we're right near the bank. Should be some fish up there, but I'm not seeing much. And this live is kind of a test trial. Like I said, I've never done a fishing live before. The audio might be terrible, but we're gonna see if we can catch some fish. We're probably gonna, once we get around this corner, we're gonna fire up and go probably back down the lake. I'll probably take the camera and just put it down with me. Bass right there. saw a couple small fish out, probably small bass. I've seen some pretty big ones out. I had a really big one earlier chase my schooler. I mean, a big one. And if y'all like the live stuff, let me know. Let me know, because I don't mind doing lives. I mean, I enjoy it, or would enjoy doing lives. When I sit down, I'll read the comments real quick. I'm gonna fish around this point, and if I don't get one around here, then I'm gonna sit down and read some of the comments real quick, and we're gonna go down the lake. Doesn't look like this point has any fish off of it. None. There's like nothing here. Ghost town. All right, we're gonna move. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the camera and put it down. Put it down in the cockpit with me. But we're gonna run back. We're gonna run back up the lake because I didn't see anything down here at all. So let's get this unstrapped. Let's I'm gonna flip this around real quick. All right, y'all. So it's a little rough here. We're gonna get it down here, but I'm like I said, I'm out here on the Roanoke Rapids Lake, and I've caught a few fish, a couple 3-pounders, pretty nice. And I'm at the Roanoke Rapids Lake. Yep. So we're gonna go out here and see if we can catch some. But I'm gonna run up the lake a little bit, where I was at, and we're gonna see if we can get some fish to bite. There was some pretty big ones in a pocket down here where I was at. So we're gonna see if we can get one down there. But I've caught some pretty nice ones today, and I want to definitely catch some on the live. That would be really cool. So we're gonna scoot down the lake real quick, get down here to this little point, and then we're gonna see if we catch them. So I'm gonna run on down here. All right, so I just ran down here to a little pocket that comes off the main lake. So I'm gonna go in here down this left side and see if I can get bit. It's a lot of hydrilla and a lot of wood that comes around this inside of this bend right here. So I'm gonna throw the chatterbait, but I'm gonna be looking as well. And if I see any big fish out, then obviously I'm gonna throw to them. But water temps are 47, just to give y'all that. And air temps right now, probably 50. It's supposed to get up to like 61 right now. So we just pulled up on this point. I'm gonna get this set back up on the back of the boat, and hopefully I catch y'all some fish. So let's get this thing set back up. And I know this isn't the best. I apologize for that. Hard to do a live and make everything just be absolutely beautiful, but we trying. So we're gonna fish this left side in. And this is it's a good spot. It's a good pocket, but I'm gonna pick that black and blue chatterbait back up, and we're gonna see if we can get bit. So this is like this left shoreline is steep. It comes off and drops down into like 16 foot. So it drops off pretty quick. And typically there's a decent amount of fish in this pocket. So hopefully we can get one of them. I might pick that red flat side crankbait up too. This is probably a big bass right here in front of us. Let's see if this thing leaves. I don't think that was, yeah, that was a good fish. This fish is swimming to my left. believe that was a big bass and he didn't even look at this thing. Sometimes these fish, especially like when they're first pulling up, they'll get in a funky mood and they won't bite. Here's another one like way high up in the water column. Now this fish right here, a lot of times when they're higher in the water column, I think they tend to bite better. That's just my personal experience. But I'm gonna throw like one more cast at this fish and we're gonna pick that chatterbait back up. I don't want to sit here and just throw them in it all day. That is not what I'm here for. But if there's a big one out here floating and I think I can catch him, obviously I'm gonna throw to him. So let's sling this old chatter. What I'm hoping is, I'm hoping that being that it's warmed up some and we'll kind of hear more midday, I'm hoping some of these fish will be pushed up and they'll be biting a little bit better. Even though the water temps haven't climbed substantially at all, maybe a degree and a half since I got here, but you know, sometimes that's all it takes. Sometimes it only takes just that little bit of water temp change will make a big difference a lot of times. Honestly, this water's pretty dang muddy. Like my black and blue chatterbait, I can't see it but maybe 2 inches under the surface. It's very muddy, but the fish still bite. The fish still bite in it. Like they don't care. If they're hungry and that thing comes by them, they will eat it. But one thing about it is, a lot of times when it's muddy like this, you have to put it right on that fish. You know, they can't see, they can feel it, but they can't see it from that far away. So it a lot of times you just got to put it right over their head. I got a feeling as we work further back in this pocket, we might run into some more fish. Kind of what I'm hoping anyway. Not seeing much right now. There's a pretty good one right down here on the bottom. Might not be able to get it to him in time though. He thought about it. thought about it. A couple fish out here kind of floating. Nothing that I'm going to throw to right now. We're going to keep on with this chatterbait, but if I see a good one up high in the water column, ooh, like here, this is a big one. Oh, if I can get this one. Get in here. That's the thing about throwing a 5, 6 to 1. That thing is slow. Oh yeah. All right, let's see. See if we can get this one to bite. Got him. Oh, huge crappie. Oh my goodness. That thing is huge. Oh my goodness, that thing is absolutely huge. Got him on that mock schooler. Holy moly, y'all check that crappie out. Check that dude out right there. That is a monster. That's probably like 1 3/4 pounds. When they talk about a slab, I mean, my whole hand is gone. You can't even see it. Golly, that's a big one. Man, that's cool. Woo, we're going to throw him back. But man, what a magnum. Golly, that's a big one. Got him on that mock schooler with that 1/8 ounce head. Saw him out here floating. Like, here's another good one right here. And this might be a crappie. This could be a bass. Sometimes it's really hard to tell. We're gonna bring it right over top of this one too. Oh, it's just off to the side, just a touch. Yep. Just did miss that fish. Here's another. This is a big bass. This is a big bass. Or I say it's a big bass. Could be another huge crappie. Let's see. Oh no, I think this is a big bass. Put it right there. Right there, add him. That's one thing too. If you're using live scope or forward facing sonar and your cast is off, like, be done with it. Reel it in. Do not try to work that thing back to the boat if you're not in the zone. Like, you need to be right on that fish. So this one right here, like, I'm just off to the left. So okay, there he is. Yeah, got a good hot signal here. I don't think this was too interesting. Still don't feel like I put it right where I need to yet. I'm gonna throw this one last cast and either that's good or it ain't. One or the other. I feel like this is the best cast I've done though. He ain't feeling it. Let's go back to slinging that chatterbait. What y'all think of that crappie? That was a big one. That was a big one. Should be some fish up here on this point on the left. I'm hoping it is anyway. Might pick up that crankbait. I wish I had somebody back there in the back of the boat to be reading me the comments so I could be talking as I'm answering y'all's questions as I'm fishing. That's kind of what I've always wanted to do. One day I got to get my wife out here in the boat with me, and as I'm fishing live, y'all can be like asking questions or something, and I can be answering them while I'm fishing. Like that would be super cool. But obviously, I can't fish and read questions, at the same time. But that would be cool. There's got to be some fish in here, man. Got to be. I got a fish right here in front of me. I'm getting ready to bring the minnow right over its head. See what it does. Didn't really react. Definitely didn't get any kind of reaction out of it that I would prefer. That's one thing, when you're throwing to a fish, see how that fish acts, and if you're not getting the reaction that you want, you're probably not. You either missed the cast, or either that fish just isn't hungry. You don't want to sit there and waste a whole bunch of time throwing to a fish that does not want to eat. Like this is going to be a good cast. We're going to bring it down right on this fish's head. See, that fish just hauled tail. Like I wish y'all could have seen that, but when that minnow got near that fish's head, like he hauled tail, gone. Water temps in here now are 48 degrees. There's got to be one on this corner right here of this point. Got to be. Ah, I don't know if that was a bite or if I got some hydrilla. Oh, that was a bite. Another one just bit it. Just bit the very back end of it, the very tail. I felt it. There's some squirrels over here just going crazy up on this point, running all around. Oh, there's a big old, I don't know if that's a bass or something else. That might be a big old bass right here. Just sunk down to the bottom. That right there, if that's a bass, it is absolutely huge. I don't think this is a bass at all, but I'm definitely throwing to it. No, giant catfish. Would have been fun to hook up on, but that won't no bass. If it was a bass, it was like a new world record. I can tell you that. There's a lot of fish like floating up high. I haven't put it right on that fish yet. Try that. I think I'm gonna pick up. I think I'm gonna pick up the red crankbait. Step back here and see if I got any comments from y'all that I can answer real quick. This is the old lake. I know you said turn the scope off, but let me tell you, it's fun. It's fun. Let me see. I don't know why my comments aren't coming up. Oh, there we go. Forward facing sonar. I definitely need to do a live on the river. This is Walnut Rapids Lake. Is what body of water this is. So I'm gonna fish back into the back of this pocket right here. And I'm just gonna, I'm gonna throw to some fish as I see them, but I'm also gonna throw the crankbait too, up on the bank, or up towards the bank, I guess I should say. There's a lot of big fish back here floating around, though. A lot of big fish. Like this fish right here that I just saw. This is a great big bass. I can already tell by this fish's profile. This is like a 6 or 7 pound largemouth that I'm looking at right now. So I know, Gary, I know you were saying find the fish. Well, the fish are here. They are here. The problem is they're out here floating all out in the middle, like this one right here. And I mean, this is a great big largemouth. I got to see if I can get it on him and see if I can get him to bite. Because this is a dang big one. All right, let's see. Oh, he did it. Oh, I got it. Got it. Oh, it's another huge crappie. Oh my goodness. These crappie put off such a big, they almost look like 6 and 7 pound bass, I'm telling you, because they're so broad across the back. This one isn't quite as big as the other one, but that's a monster. I mean, that's a 1 pound crappie right there. See, they are because the water's so muddy. I mean, this fish was putting off such a big, signature on that live scope. Got him on that mock schooler again though. We crappie fishing today. We ain't really crappie fishing, but we ought to be keeping some big suckers. Talk about making meal. Make meal. All right. So we're throwing red crankbait. Early spring, late winter, absolutely catches them. Catches them good. That's what we're trying to do. Trying to catch some big old bass, but so far, no bites on the chatterbait or the crankbait, which I just picked this up. But I saw where somebody said battle of old school versus forward facing sonar, and that's kind of what this is. I'm not just doing one or the other. I'm trying to mix it up. And the other day when I won my tournament at Gaston, it was because of that was the reason that I won. Is I was mixing up. I was mixing up, fishing traditionally with a chatterbait, and also when I would see the big fish out there on live scope, I would throw to the big fish, that I was seeing on forward facing sonar. So here's a big old bass that's up here in front of us. Now I've done thrown the crankbait, and I'm going to do it right now one more time, just so we can see it. I'm going to bring the crankbait by this guy before I ever throw the minnow up there at him. I'll make sure I throw it up there a couple times, see if he reacts at all. So I done brought the crankbait by this fish a couple times, and he hadn't even moved. There's two of them now. So we're gonna throw the minnow up there, and we're gonna see if we can get bit. Oh, I done got this in my net. I don't think I threw that nowhere near far enough. No, I didn't. Yeah, so like here's two big bass. Two big bass. Oh, I gotta throw it further than that. Here we are. That cast was off. This fish is swimming away now. See if I can get one good cast in front of them, and then we're gonna. There we go. Yeah. See, like that fish didn't care about it. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But I also threw the crankbait by those fish, and they didn't bite the crankbait either. So obviously those fish are just in a negative mood, and they just don't want to bite. So we're going to pick the crankbait back up, and we're going to keep working our way back into this pocket. Coming through that treetop there. Oh, this is a big bass, and I don't think he's going to eat it. Man, that was like a 4 or 5 pounder. Ah, that was a big one. Oh, I see why he didn't bite it. I got a piece of debris on my bait. Got that one. Oh, another crappie. Another big crappie is what that was. These crappie in here are ferocious today. Man, I mean that was like another 1 pound crappie. That is crazy. This is a big fish down on the bottom right here. Don't believe this to be a crappie. Believe this is probably going to be a bass. Oh, he's all over it. Eat it, eat it, eat it, dude, eat it. Oh, that was a good bass. Good bass, and he just did not eat it. He followed it almost all the way back to the boat. For whatever reason, he didn't eat it. I'm doing something I typically don't do, and that's throw it to a fish that I can't. Here's a brush pile or something right here. But most of the time when a fish follows it, I'm trying to, I don't know how well y'all can hear me, but most of the time if a fish follows it and they don't bite it, you know, that first time, typically those fish are not going to bite it. You're not going to catch those fish typically. So I'm coming over a brush pile right now. There's a few fish in it. Hopefully I don't get hung in it. They didn't want it. The crappie are biting this thing good, but the bass, a lot of the bass are just following. So I don't know if the bass have done got in a little bit of a funky mood. Because sometimes when the fish are transitioning, they'll get in a little bit of a funky mood. So we're going to keep working back here with this crankbait. Oh, there's a big bass. I'm going to run over top of him before we ever get to him. This is why it's hard to like not do one or the other, because you're picking up, you know, y'all know what I'm saying. You're picking up stuff the whole time, putting it down, picking it up, putting it down. Yeah, so like that fish is gone. What happened was I was going forward so fast that I ended up actually running over that fish. But if I could just get bit just fishing, then I would just cast the whole time. But the thing is, you know, these fish are out here just out off these breaks and just floating. They're just floating. They're not on bait. They're not on anything like that. So when they get out here like that, they're really hard to catch. I don't know how much further I'm gonna go in here. I think we'll jump over to this side. Got a good little point that comes out this left side kind of like cuts in, and then it's a good straight bank that comes down to some riprap to a riprap point. I am seeing some bait back here. I'm seeing some bait balls. So there ought to definitely be some fish back here. And something else too, I haven't seen any activity today, like no fish coming up, popping the water, or no bait fish coming up, nothing like that. So not a lot going on as far as that goes. There's a couple good fish right here out in front of me, putting off some pretty good signatures right here. So we're gonna fire the old skewer at them, like a couple pretty good fish. Like I said, if you don't put it right on their head, you ain't gonna catch it. I mean, you have got to put it right on their head. One's all over it. Got it. These, I'm gonna tell you what, that is another monster crappie. I have never caught crappie this big before in my life. Oh my goodness, dude, that thing is huge. Oh, I'm gonna show y'all something that's cool too. Look at this. Look at that crappie. Look at his back. That black, those black spots. This dinner right now. Some serious dinner. Man, these are giants. All right, back you go, bud. Oh my goodness. Let me read some of these comments. Like, let me see. Is my service bad? And my camera shouldn't be blurry. My camera should be good. I'm off. I'm way off the main lake. Can y'all hear me? Is my service bad? If y'all can hear me, I'm trying to see. Oh, you couldn't see that crappie? That was a monster. I'm way back here in the back of a pocket. That's the only thing about doing these lives is the service. Let me know, comment real quick or soon if y'all can see me. Let me know, because I need to start live or something. If not, because I don't know. Like I said, I'm way back here in the back of a pocket right now, and you might only be able to hear me. I don't know. Let me look to see if y'all can y'all see me. Somebody comment. Let me know if you can. You can see. All right, so it's blurry. All right, let me work back out here. I'm gonna idle back out here to the mouth of this pocket and try to see if this signal comes back. Like I said, I'm way back up in the pocket right now. I'm gonna work back out here. I hate y'all didn't see that big crappie I caught. That thing was huge. That's the only problem. All these places I fish don't have good service. That's why I've never done a lot. Everywhere has terrible service. Is this any better? Y'all let me know if this is any better. Dang, I'm at the, there's, hopefully y'all can see me. I came back out to the mouth of this pocket. right, I'm gonna look and see if y'all can see me or not. If not, we're gonna go somewhere else. A lot better now, still a little blurry. All right, I'm back, we're back. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna run, let's see. I'm gonna run across the lake real quick. So I'm gonna get this down here. I'm gonna get this down here and strap everything down real quick. Hopefully where I'm going, I'll have better service, I hope. But I got a pocket where I think I can get into some fish. I hate y'all missed that last crappie I caught there. That thing was huge. That's all I'm doing right now is catching crappie for y'all. I'm not catching any bass. All right. I apologize for the service issue there. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to do this based off my battery. I don't even know what my battery is at, but we're going to run up the lake a little bit and then we're going to cut into a pocket. Let's see where I want to go. All right, so I actually have a grass line out here in the middle. I'm gonna fish real quick. I'm just gonna fish down it real quick. See if I see anything. Probably gonna throw the crankbait on it. And we'll get y'all set up. We're out here in the middle of the lake, so it should be, service should be better. All right, if I can take my glasses off, I can actually see something. All right. I don't know how smart this is. We're gonna find out because it's pretty muddy out here. We're gonna get over here and we're gonna fish down the side of a channel. That's what we're gonna do. There we go. We're gonna get out here. We've got a really good group. We have just stopped here on a really good group of bass right here. If we can catch one, I don't know. Now, the wind is blowing us. That's the only thing out here is the wind is not your friend. I probably need to switch over to that 1/4 ounce head actually if I'm gonna throw it out here. But what I really want to do is I really want to throw the crankbait down this right here. Yeah, because I'm literally going to drift over top of a big bass because it's so, you know what, golly, I don't know. This is the things you run into. Like, I don't think this is what I really want to do. I stopped out here because I was like, well, you know, I probably have better service out here, but I don't know. This ain't really what I want, where I want to be. A lot of fish out here, though. I'll tell you that. This ain't where I want to be. We're gonna go somewhere else. I want to go into a pocket. That's what I want to do. I feel like the pockets are going to have some big fish pushed up in them, and that's originally where I was going to go. I was going to go to a pocket, but my phone died. I didn't realize that it was going to die that quick. So I got it plugged in now, so hopefully it'll be okay. But I'm out here on the main lake. I'm gonna pick the chatterbait up and I'm gonna fish this main lake point right here. But I apologize for that. Like I said, it's you know, I'd only been streaming for like an hour and I didn't realize that it was gonna die that quick. So hopefully we got pretty good service now, hopefully. But we're gonna work our way up to this point. Throw around this point, and then we're probably going to just jump points like as we go down. We're going to fish probably up to a creek, and then we're going to work our way into that creek. So I'm hoping this point right here is going to have some fish up on it. I'm going to throw the chatterbait, see if we can get bit on that. But like I said, I apologize. Phone died. Phone died on me. I went back there and looked and it was just a black screen. I was like, well, that ain't gonna work. So, see if any of y'all joined back. Got a few back up here. Can y'all see my whole body? Can y'all see from head to toe up here? Probably. I'm not that tall. Must think I'm the Jolly Green Giant, but we're gonna get up here on this point. Go ahead and rip up there. And I had to move my phone up and like a different angle and stuff. My charging cable ain't long enough to put it back on the deck where I had it, but I know it got really fuzzy back there because of the surface. And but I caught another huge crappie. I caught like 4 or 5 great big crappie while I was on live. So hoping to get up here and get a nice bass on this chatterbait. I kind of stopped like way off of it. Should definitely be some fish up here. chatterbait up there. See if we can get bit. We're gonna do a bunch of jumping around now. A bunch of main lake points and stuff. I'm gonna just hold on to that camera the best I can. I'll hold on to my phone. If it dies again, I don't know what to do. Main lake points up here that are steep, they should have fish on them. Like these fish should be all up here around these points, especially where we got this rock. I'll let the wind kind of blow us around. The channel swings right by this point. That's why it might seem like I'm right on top of it. That's because the channel swings right by it. These fish definitely don't seem to be absolutely killing it right now. That's for sure. Bumped into a rock, but I got a little area, a pocket up here that I'm probably going to run in. I was really hoping to pick one up on that point right there, but didn't really see much. So we're gonna get right and fire up and run into a pocket. this is another main lake point with the channel swings right by it. Really deep. So hopefully there'll be some fish up here. A couple right out here in front of me, off to my left. I just had a huge bass follow my minnow. I mean, like big, big. Oh my goodness, that fish was huge. Dang. That's one thing about live scope. Everybody thinks they always eat. Trust me, they don't. They don't always eat. And that one right there was huge. He followed it all the way back to the boat. And he did not bite it. Dang. That was big. That was big. See, I'm going right past this buoy marker right here. The channel swings right up against it. Here's another really big fish right here. Put a minnow to it. I put a little bit of, tiny bit of chartreuse on the tail. Just to give it a little something extra in this muddy water. Yeah, there's a lot of fish here. Wind is blowing me. These are some really, really big fish right here. Like really big fish. Oh, dang. Yeah, so this This channel swing right here has a lot of big fish on it. Like here's another big one. We're gonna throw the chatterbait down this riprap. See if we can get bit. But there's a lot of fish out off the bank right now, floating around. So, I mean, it's so much trash floating in this water that like my chatterbait won't even hardly come through clean. It is just so much stuff in the water. Yeah, it's a lot of fish right here. A lot of fish right here. That's good. Maybe we can get one to bite this chatterbait. Throwing an 1/8 ounce head right now, and I need to get my 1/4 ounce on there because it's with this wind blowing, it's falling way too slow to get down there to these fish. So earlier the wind wasn't really blowing, but now it is. Attempt to throw it in. Bump into some rock or something. Nope. Some did bite me. Bit my tail off. So we got a bite on the chatterbait. That's the first bite that I've gotten in a while. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Bit my tail off, so let's get another one. All right, we got a great big ball of bait in front of us, but we got a bite on the chatterbait. That is the first one. Pulled the tail off, so. But hey, I'll take it. There's a monstrous ball of bait right there in front of us. Kind of trying to stay right here on the edge of the channel. But there's definitely more fish here than it was at the other spot. But once we get into this creek, I think we're going to get into them. We're going to fish around this corner and we're going to go up in a creek, a big creek too. Really, I feel like it's too flat here. I just feel like it's too flat. It's just the channel swings out right here, but I'm throwing up onto the flat, and I just don't feel like this is the deal. I just don't feel like this is the deal, but I'm not seeing as many fish here either. Got another point we're coming up on, so hopefully we'll see something there or get a bit. But there ain't no fish. Well, I'm not seeing any right here. Let me take that back. I don't want to say there aren't any fish here. There's not many. It was bright and sunny this morning. Now it's cloudy and almost looks like it wants to rain. I don't know what's up with that. Still up and running. All right, cool. So we got good service. Everything's clear. That's good. Like I said, I apologize for earlier. I didn't realize when I went back in that pocket that I was going to lose service. It was a lot of fish in there. You know, it was a great big wad of crappie. We're going to work our way around here and go into this pocket, and hopefully they're in here. It's a good spot for the spring. I haven't been here in a while, so I'm assuming that, you know, hopefully there's some in here. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. We're gonna fire a cast at these two floaters we got out here. Couple of fish out here I'm seeing. Yep, got that one. Another crappie. Another crappie. My goodness. I'm just gonna get rid of all my bass stuff and just call myself a crappie fisherman. Crappie are out here just eating today. I don't think this is a crappie though. I don't think. Could be wrong. But these crappie are so big that they're hard to differentiate from a bass because they're just, these things are magnums. Looking like 3 and 4 pound largemouth over there on the screen. I had a earlier, right when I started this second part of this live, back there at that buoy. I mean, that was a giant, probably 8 or 9 pound bass was following this thing, and oh my goodness, I thought he was going to eat it, and he didn't. It was huge. It was huge. Got a couple more good marks out here we're going to throw to. We're working around this corner right here, going into this pocket, and this is a really good mark right here on the old scopy scope. We'll see if we can maybe coax this one into biting. This might be another crappie. I'm not 100% sure. I bet this is another crappie. It is. I better take these things home. Look how white that thing is, just from the water being so muddy. That thing is like golden looking. It's wild. It is out here floating everywhere. And it's like if you get it near a crappie, he is going to eat it. They're biting. They're biting. Very, very biting. Right. Let's pick that crappie back up. I'm going to come out here one day and just do a crappie fishing video. Right down the side of this channel, a loon just come up, literally right beside me. A loon came up, so there's definitely bait here. Old loon was trying to tell me there was some fish here too. It's weird though. It's like you're finding these little pockets of fish. And you know, you'll go a little bit and like there won't be anything, and then it'll be like a pocket of fish. The fish aren't really scattered a lot. They're not very scattered. I mean, I want to catch these suckers just fishing, casting, power fishing. That's what I want to do, but I've done fished some pretty good stuff, and I ain't got a bit yet. I don't know if y'all can see that loon. That loon is going to come up beside me again, right there. What you doing, bud? Looking around. Went under again. If they're around here, there's definitely some fish around here. There's some fish around here. Good fish right there. This is the channel swing that swings into this pocket right here. And there's a lot of good fish up here all over. There's another good one right there. The wind is blowing crossways, making it a little bit more difficult, but definitely not terrible. Should be throwing that quarter ounce head if I'm gonna fish out here like this, which this ain't what I want to be doing. Oh, he saw it, but I was a little bit too far away from it. A little bit too close to the boat. This fish is. Oh, dang it. See, he's just come off. I don't know what that was. I don't know if that was a bass or another crappie. But one thing about it is, since I've sprayed this tail with chartreuse, I sprayed a little bit of chartreuse on it, and these fish are seeming to react better to this. Just with that little bit of chartreuse on it, they might can see it a little bit better maybe. I'm not sure. This is a big point right here, and it comes out, a big rocky point. It goes into this pocket right here. Decent amount of fish right here in this little area. So I'm trying to work my way. I'm going to speed up. hoping this creek right here is going to have some fish that are willing to bite. I got to go up under a train crossing. Golly, it didn't look like it was that far away, and it seems like it's taking forever to get there. Jeez. I'm not really seeing anything in this creek channel as we're going up to it. We get up to that corner and throw the chatterbait on this riprap as we work in. But now there's a couple big bass. All right. That's a couple big bass right there. All right. Ooh, a good bass. The bass are getting a little bit spooky on it. I don't know why. I kind of come from behind that fish and didn't really like it. But we're finally getting here to this doggone bridge. Good grief. It looked like it was only a few 30 yards away, and it was about 400, I think. All right, pick up this chatterbait. Let's see. Yeah, crappie tacos. I ain't lying. I've done caught several. Oh no! Woo, that was almost bad. Phone almost bit the dust. Whew! She's a little wobbly in here. Oh my goodness, that was almost bad. I don't need my phone to go swimming. That was almost what happened. All right, let's see if we can get one off this doggone riprap right here. That would have been bad if my phone would have went for a swim. The boat's rocking so much from this wind. It's not terrible, it's just like rocking. There's that sun. The sun's starting to creep out. Maybe that'll help us. I have no way to strap down my camera, keep it from potentially falling over. I might have something. Might strap it here in a second. There ought to be one. There ought to be one up here. Up here on this corner. That was a good bass, just swam out of the pocket right there. Didn't give my minnow a lot of love. Bait fish all up here. Big old mark right there. We can get this fish to bite. That fish didn't care about it. All right, y'all. See if we can get one. We're going to fish down along this left bank right here. Catch us one on the chatterbait. Water here is 48.8, so a lot warmer than the main lake. It's coming up already. 49. 49 already. The sailor bass probably big crappie. That's a group of crappie. I already see it. I'm not gonna cast it in. That's a group of crappie. I can't believe I ain't caught a bass on this live yet. I caught like 5 this morning before I even started the live. And all I've caught now is crappie. That's a big bass. That probably is a big bass. That cast was off, I believe. Tell you one thing, my casting today has been about as bad as it can get. That one's good. Didn't care. Oh, this is another big one. This is definitely a bass because this fish is on bait, big bait ball, running through the bait ball, to be honest with you. Oh yeah. We got some fish feeding on bait right here in front of us. They're running all through the bait ball. I mean, like crazy. Sometimes them suckers can be hard to catch though. Yeah, there's a bunch of fish down here on bait. Ah, the old jig. Let's skip some docks. As we get to them, we're going to skip them. These fish ain't biting that good. A lot of bait in here. There's a good bass right there, probably. Bass. Right there on the edge. These fish are in here on so much bait. I don't think they even care so much about. I mean, there's a bass running bait right here in front of me. Like, it is in the bait ball. Easy. Like, just annihilate. Yeah. I'm going to have to show them something different in here. Definitely, for sure. We're going to work our way down this left side. Got some dots. It's a big flat, pretty much. Got some crappie or something up here right under the surface. I just don't know if they're pushed in here yet or not. Like a really good group of bass, I'm not sure. on the scope right now. Got hung up. Not seeing a lot. Trying to throw this chatterbait up here around these docks right here. Actually, it's somebody else just into the pocket. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna stay here though, because this is not looking fantastic. Looks like they've drawn the lake down since I've been here too.